Once upon a time, in a quiet coastal village, there lived a humble fisherman named Okoro. Every morning, before the sun rose above the ocean, Okoro would push his small wooden canoe into the waves and cast his nets with hope in his heart. He didn't have much, his clothes were torn, his hut was small, but he was thankful. He believed that as long as he could feed his wife and children, he was rich enough. One day, the sea was unusually calm. Okoro cast his net and waited. Hours passed, no fish. The sun was burning his back, and hunger gnawed at his stomach. Disappointed, he pulled his net one last time, and to his surprise, there was only one small golden fish caught inside.
But before he could drop it into his basket, the fish spoke. "Please, kind fisherman," the fish pleaded, "spare my life, and I will grant you whatever you wish." Okoro's eyes widened in shock. He had never seen such a thing. After a moment of silence, he said softly, "I don't need much. Just enough food to feed my family today." The fish nodded and vanished beneath the waves. When Okoro returned home, his wife gasped. The table was filled with food, enough to last a week. They were amazed and grateful. Days later, Okoro's wife said, "Husband, if that fish could give us food, maybe it can give us a bigger house." Okoro hesitated, but her words echoed in his mind. The next morning, he went to the sea and called out to the golden fish. The fish appeared, shimmering like sunlight on water. "My wife wishes for a bigger house," Okoro said shyly. "Go home," the fish replied. "Your wish is granted." When Okoro returned, their tiny hut had become a beautiful cottage with shiny clay walls and a new roof. His wife was thrilled. But soon, greed began to grow. A few weeks later, she said again, "If the fish can give us a house, maybe it can make us wealthy, with servants and fine clothes." Okoro sighed. He loved his wife, so he went back to the sea and called the golden fish again. The fish appeared, now with a tired look. "You again, fisherman?" "Yes," Okoro said quietly. "My wife wishes to be rich." The fish stared for a moment, then said, "Go home. It is done." Okoro returned to find his wife dressed in silk, gold bracelets on her arms, and servants in the yard. Their home had become a grand mansion. But her heart wasn't satisfied. Soon she said, "Husband, I want to be queen of the sea. I want that fish to serve me." Okoro was afraid. "Wife, that is too much. The fish has given us everything already." But she shouted, "Go. Or I will go myself." With a heavy heart, Okoro returned to the shore. The sky had darkened, and the waves roared angrily. He called out to the golden fish, but this time the sea boiled with rage. The fish appeared, no longer shining but dull and sad. "What does she want now?" it asked. Okoro trembled. "She wishes to be queen of the sea and command you." The fish said nothing. It turned and vanished into the depths. Suddenly, thunder cracked, and the sea rose high. Okoro ran home in fear. When he reached his village, everything was gone, the mansion, the servants, the gold, all vanished. In their place stood his old broken hut, and his wife sat in front of it, wearing her torn dress once again. Tears filled her eyes. "I was foolish," she whispered. Okoro took her hand and said gently, "We were rich before, but we didn't know it, we had each other." From that day, they lived simply again, thankful for every meal, every sunrise, and every breath of life. And as for the golden fish, it was never seen again. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share and subscribe to our channel for more tales of wisdom and wonder. Share your thoughts in the comments. What would you wish for if you met a magical fish? And don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss our next story. Thank you for watching. Stay grateful, stay kind.